One. Give her diesel,
All
bud.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of the Maritime Hockey Podcast. Jesse here with Eric and Chris once again. This episode will recap the 3 opening playoff games and Kucherov's return and many more stories too.
Gotta love it.
I got a bone to pick with Kucherov coming back. Let me just say. I don't know if we're going to start off with that right away, but
Might as well. Might as well.
You want to start with that one?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Start with the Panthers game?
Yeah.
Okay. So everything that I'm hearing, or everything that I'm hearing from like anyone is, first things first, that was like probably the most entertaining game to watch
For sure.
Absolutely.
Forever. Like that was such a fun game to watch. And I already knew that going in. And I remember when we talked about it, I had a feeling that this was going to be the most entertaining series, just purely like I said, entertainment wise. It could literally be a sweep, and it's still going to be the most entertaining series.
Absolutely,
because they hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
They hate each other in that series.
Yeah,
so that's fantastic. So I had a very good time watching the game, but I can't, and like I don't think that people are saying that Tampa is going to run away with it. It's like, dude, their power play is ridiculous. You take that away, Florida wins the game.
Yeah.
You literally take Tampa. If they didn't score one goal in the power play, if Panthers were a bit more disciplined, Panthers win the game. So I don't think that saying that Tampa is going to sweep them is logical at all, because Florida played a great game.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Kucherov coming back. I don't know if you guys know the big ordeal about this whole thing, and I just recently found out why this is such a big issue, is because this is what the league has to fix, this rule, because Kucherov was injured the whole year, didn't play a single game in the regular season because Tampa Bay, he was injured. Tampa Bay put him on long-term injured reserve, which what it allowed them to do is he sits the whole year, and Stamkos, I don't know if it was the whole year they missed, but he missed a lot of this year.
Significant
amount. So, okay, you lose these 2 players, but what it allowed them to do was spend far more money than what the salary cap allows them to spend. So say if the salary, I think it was like 80-something million that they were allowed to spend, they went above me. They spent like 17 or 18 million more than what they were allowed to spend, which is like, what? So they spent that money to get more players. Now, they didn't get fucking Connor McDavid, but they got David Savard, and I think they might have picked up a couple minor league guys, which is like, okay, you still got to spend way more money than you're allowed to because of the bending of this rule, or the loophole that's in this rule.
Yeah.
And, okay, playoff game 1 starts, both Kucherov and Stamkos comes back. Kucherov nets 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference in the hockey game, man. That's the difference in the hockey game. And I'm not saying that Tampa Bay should be punished. It's the league. Yep. The league needs to be punished for that. Is that a joke? It's not Tampa. They just took advantage of the rule. Credit to them. I'm sure if any other team knew that, they would have done it too. So it's not Tampa Bay's fault. It's the league that it's like, how do you allow that to happen? So I, without a doubt, and with the backlash that's going on, or that's been happening since people found the guts of this rule and stuff, yeah, I think the league is going to take a look at that and say, okay, yeah, the salary cap is the salary cap, regardless of if you have people on long-term injury reserve or not. You can't just chuck whoever you want on that and then be like, okay, we can spend as much money as we want. It's like, no. This isn't baseball.
Yeah.
It's baseball, it's not Moneyball here. So anyway, so that's my thoughts on that. The game itself, like I said, fantastic game. I look forward to watch game 2. I'll be watching the Penguins tonight, but I'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning into the Panthers game as well. So that's
Absolutely.
my take.
Yeah. My take, I think it was a great game too. Obviously, it's their first ever playoff matchup in history. First time ever that 2 Florida teams facing off against each other. And I gotta say, the opening 5 minutes of it is just all scraps and all that.
Yeah.
Hard hitting. The Panthers, they got a goal called back on them. Tampa answered seconds right after. And it went to overtime too. And yeah, great goal by Braden Point, which first of all, clutch in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, Braden Point, very underrated player.
Yeah, and Kucherov's return, 2 goals, 1 assist, picks up 3 points. And like the guys on Sportsnet were saying, it looked like he wasn't even out for that long.
That's right. Yeah. No, I mean he played well.
He did.
Yeah, and like you were saying too, Billy. Me and you were talking about this too while we were watching the game. The Panthers left him wide open.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and for a guy like Kucherov, you can't leave him wide open. It's gonna cost your team a lot.
I mean, it's hard you can't cover everyone. I mean, you're already a man short. And I mean, look at Tampa Bay, who they have on the power play. Like their second line power play could be any other team's first line power play. So they got so many assets on the first line, so you can't cover everyone. But I mean, come on. Like 3 guys are on one side of the ice.
Yeah.
And then I see the pass backdoor to Kucherov. I'm like, bro. I'm like,
game over.
If you're gonna have 3 guys on one side of the ice, you might want to cover Kucherov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying. But anyway.
I agree.
And Sam Bennett got suspended, I think, for a hit.
For hit behind, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It was just 1 game though, right? He's only suspended for game 2, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 1 game, yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta say though too, I think it was McDonough, dirty hit on Duclair too. I think he should be getting heard about that hit too, because that looked pretty dirty.
Oh yeah. I think it's more so the charge that was on Bennett's end. He kind of charged into him.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
this is my thing.
But yeah, overall, I think great game, was fun to watch, and we look forward to game 2 tonight.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's my take on the Panthers game there.
What do you think, Chris?
Well, something that really struck out to me is like you said, Billy, their power play. Jesus. Right? Like I pulled up the stats just for the fun of it, and it's always the same 3 guys that are scoring. Kucherov, Hedman, and Stamkos.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for Kucherov's goal, Hedman, Stamkos and Hedman. For his second one, Stamkos, Hedman. And then when Braden Point scored his on the power play, Kucherov and Hedman. So Hedman had 3 points that game just off assists alone.
Yep.
That's incredible. And they were all the first line power play.
Yep.
But I mean, they're generating. So who cares if the second one's not getting out there?
That's right.
Another thing that I loved, and you could tell that it was playoff hockey, is when they were every cover of the puck at the net. Oh, it was a scramble. The refs were in there immediately. Yep. Nets were getting knocked off the pegs. I love that. That's my favorite type of hockey.
Yeah.
Right? It's where it takes 10 minutes to get it to resume play once the goalie covers it, right?
That's right, yeah.
I'm gonna have to I didn't even see the hit on Duclair. I only seen the Sam Bennett one on whoever it was.
Yeah.
What was it bad? The Duclair one?
It was
it was pretty bad.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. I mean, it was to the point where I saw it on some accounts. After it had happened, they just took the little clip of it and they're like, McDonough only got a 2-minute penalty for this. That's kind of weird. Do you guys agree with that? And a lot of people were like, no. A lot of Tampa Bay fans were like, yeah, why would he get more? But I don't know.
So it's difference of opinions, really.
It's difference of opinion. And I mean, I think that there were a lot more things that happened in that game that are a bigger issue. Like Jess, you brought up, and I'd even forgot about the goalie interference call that took the Panthers goal back. Because if that should have counted, that, man, I don't know, man, it's weird. It depends on the camera angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see from one angle and it looks like, man, that's a goal easily. And then as I'm speaking, I'm remembering the overhead, and you do kind of see, I think it might have been Sam Bennett actually, kind of push the pad, and you're just like, well, you're not allowed to do that, but the puck was kind of already crossing the line.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but good game nonetheless. It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, the angles that they give us, the refs see different angles than we see too. So it's like one angle that we're seeing, we're probably like, yeah, that's a goal. But the refs have better different angles too. So
yeah, absolutely.
And then they start to show more different angles, and you're like, well, maybe not.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's fun. I mean, it keeps it interesting. And
you know who had another good game? Jonathan Huberdeau. I think he had 2 assists. He was playing all right.
Bro, he's so underrated.
Yeah,
so underrated.
Him and Barkov, definitely two of the best players in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think Huberdeau gets enough love for his amount of skill.
No way. But you forget how long he's been in the league.
How long has he been in?
Like, he got drafted in 2011 or 12, I think. He won the Memorial Cup with St. John in 2011. I remember that much.
Really?
So I don't know if he got drafted after that. Or
so he's
like
not that old. He's not overly old. Yeah.
No. He's still in his, I think he's in his mid to late 20s now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think he's like 26, 27.
Okay.
But
he looks a lot older than what he really is.
He does, yeah. It's the beard that does it.
The
beard that does it.
Yeah.
But he's
beard,
really, really good. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
One other player, Braden Point again. Didn't he pull the who pulled the Kucherov against Tampa? Was it someone on Florida?
Like that game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone pulled.
Oh, it was funny. It was Huberdeau, but he didn't. Basically, it's like he went to go make a move, but the puck just kind of slid. He missed the puck and it went in. Because I think Savard coming back hit his stick and like hit him kind of up here. So when he went to like open his blade up to go forehand backhand, as soon as he started to open the blade up, the puck just kept sliding and it went 5-hole on Vasilevsky. So that was
still worked for him.
Still looked cool. And then he had a dope assist right after.
Yeah.
To tip it.
Oh, that's sweet. But Braden Point showing up huge. Maybe if he gets to the cup final again, he should definitely be Conn Smythe. But that's just bias.
He should have been last year again.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. He's a huge playoff performer for sure, though.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So next one, I guess we'll go into the Caps game one.
Game one. Again. That was we're at the time we were recording this, like that was what, 3 days ago now?
About
3 days ago, yeah. But I mean, it's still pretty fresh. Man, it's funny because I mean, like, we're reviewing that game, but they also played game two. I'll say game one. After game one, even though it went to overtime, I was convinced. I'm like, the Capitals are winning this series, based off of like just the fact that the goals that are going in are the most unlucky. Like, if I were Tuukka Rask, I'd be so angry because I'm like, how in the world are these going in? They didn't beat him clean once. The only goal that they shot, well, okay, the first one, Tom Wilson beat him clean, but it was like
kind of a snipe, yeah.
It was a snipe, like it was a snipe, and it was kind of from a weird angle. And what's his name, McAvoy, like didn't have a stick, So it's like, you know, they kind of took that to their advantage. But even like, I know we're reviewing game one, but even in game two, the first, and yes, Boston won that game, but the first two goals of that game, and then the last two goals for Capitals in game one, they were all like off tips, and not just like good tips, clean tips. Like they were just like, you know, a couple of them were off like a foot and just like trickled in, and it like late deflection that like changed at the last second. And if I'm Tuukka Rask, I'm just like, what is going on? So after game one, I was convinced that the Caps would take it. I'm still pretty confident that they're going to win the series, even though Boston won game two. But overall, pretty good, solid series so far. I think it's going to go 7. I think everyone thinks it's going to go 7.
100%,
And if it could all go to overtime every single game, sure. I love watching it.
How about Tom Wilson potting one after everyone hating on him?
What are the odds of the playoffs? The first goal of the playoffs, Tom Wilson.
After he scored, I saw so many comments on Instagram. They were like, of course, the guy that shouldn't be playing scores the first goal.
Scores the first goal.
That is funny. That is funny. Like you said, nice goal, right? Beat him
Oh,
clean.
yeah.
Big snipe.
Yeah. My thoughts. Once again, I think never great game. Obviously, never overtime game. I do gotta mention though, after Boston tied it, Vanacek left the game. That's very unfortunate for him. Looked like he pulled his groin.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to touch on though is we were talking about this a bit in the last episode too, is how hockey players do such great things for fans. And I know during the warm-up, a little girl got hit by a puck, and Brad Marchand gave her a signed stick and all that.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Good for him. I mean,
and she was crying too. You could tell she was crying. So it was nice of Brad to give her a.
And then because of that, he scored the OT winner.
he scored the OT winner
because of that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, that is the next game. That's sweet. That is awesome.
That's a good series. That's an underrated series. I feel like that's gonna be really good.
Yeah. But and I also heard. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I saw the Capitals called up Zach Fucale to be their backup.
Oh, did they?
I did not see that. That's sweet.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Was that just today that they? I'm gonna check that right.
A couple days ago.
I did not see.
A couple days ago, they said.
I kind of forgot that
like
Zach Fucale
their backup or emergency goalie.
Because he was supposed to. I remember way back when he played with Mooseheads, he was supposed to be like the top next goalie for Canadians, and then didn't make it, and he got traded to Quebec, and I haven't seen him since. Last time I seen him was in a Quebec uniform.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
He's been bouncing all over the place, but now he's with Washington, and he was in the ECHL and then got up to the AHL, and I guess he's probably like on the taxi squad, I guess now.
Yeah.
Like just for the playoffs, I guess. So.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool.
Good for him. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
And I know this season he was playing on the AHL and for the Hershey Bears, and they won their division. I saw that.
Was he starting for them?
Yeah, he was. I think he's their starter. Yeah.
Shit.
Good for him, man. I hope that he can crack the NHL.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, he's just had such like an unfortunate like I know it was like his dream, and I know when he was drafted by Montreal, it was like the Quebec kid like get drafted by Montreal, but I think that is absolutely the worst thing that happened to him, because had he been drafted by probably any other team, he would have already like made his NHL debut well before now. You know what I mean? Like he still hasn't made his debut. Listen, goalies take far longer than players to develop. So it's not like he's, washed up or anything like that. He's still a good goalie.
Yeah.
But I think because he got drafted by Montreal and having Carey Price, like I think at the time he was like freshly signed and they had like 3 other goalies ahead of him. It's like, all right, like I don't think that he's going to find the crease anytime soon in the NHL. But anyway, now with Washington, I mean, you look at the goalies that they have. Lundqvist, even if Lundqvist comes back, how many years is he going to play? Like 1 at most, maybe 2, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Vanacek is young. Samsonov is young. Craig Anderson is just kind of an old goat, just kind of there.
Just chilling, casually making 44 saves and beating it back, right? Just beating it right back to the bench, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that is sweet.
Dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention too. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't even know he was on the Capitals. I thought he retired, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think many people did know, because I mean, like, he goes from being like the guy in Ottawa, to literally people are like, oh yeah, Craig Anderson. They're like, what? Like he's still in the league? Like what's going on?
Yeah, because when the announcers said that Craig Anderson coming in, it surprised me. I was like, what? I thought he retired.
Yeah, but I mean, good for him. Like that's really good for him that he's playing so well.
Yeah. That was a nice game the other day. What was it? Yesterday, was it? Yeah.
Last night, yeah.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's clutch in the playoffs. Like, look at the run in 2017 he had with Ottawa, where they went to the conference finals.
And guess who beat them down?
The Penguins in double overtime.
Game
Chris
7.
Kunitz.
Chris Kunitz that was the moment that literally the Ottawa Senators' entire franchise
just fell apart
for the next like 3.5 years, literally imploded.
Yeah.
That goal. They were a goal away from the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's ridiculous.
That's
and then
scary.
The months, the like 3.5 years that happened after that, it was not a good time to be an Ottawa fan.
Yeah.
Holy God, more than questionable. Bro, so many, again, going back to watching Tim and Sid, because it's so funny to me. I go on their clips of them like ranting about the Ottawa Senators. It's like every other clip that is a rant on their YouTube channel is about Ottawa. It's so fucking funny. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. But yeah, what a team, man. But their future's bright though. I like Stützle.
Absolutely.
I like their young guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're gonna be great.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That 2017 team they had that was probably one of the best Sens team I've seen.
Absolutely, yeah. That was something special. They had something special.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't beat Chris Kunitz though.
Can't beat Chris Kunitz.
Yeah,
impossible.
In that game 7, it was a memorable game.
Especially that year where Anderson's wife was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, I think it was the year after.
It was the year after?
I think it might have been the year after, yeah.
Yeah, he ended up getting a shutout. That's awesome.
Yeah, he got shut out.
That was pretty hard.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty hard on him too, but good for him for getting a shutout the game after. Yeah,
I got like I remember watching.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do Avalanche and Blues.
Talk about game.
Avalanche
Blues. All right.
Let's do it. I'm seeing it right here, so we might as well.
Hold on. Breaking news out of this Zoom call. Upgrade now to remove the 40-minute time limit. Do I got to upgrade right now? Is that going to end the recording?
I see it too. Is it always there?
I don't know. I'm clicking upgrade. Let's see what happens.
I'm pretty sure it says Zoom meeting 40 minutes. It just disappeared.
I just clicked upgrade. Upgrade to pro. I gotta upgrade this, boys. This is breaking thing. This is unedited stuff.
Yeah.
Was the meeting time at the top always there, or is that just me?
No, that was.
I see that too.
I don't think that's ever been there.
No, it hasn't. Why is it different now?
Because I remember it said the moderator set this to an unlimited.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Right.
Are we gonna have to squeeze this episode in the next 9 minutes? No shot.
We can just connect the parts. That's all we can do.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
So man, I don't know if I would Oh man, guys, this is high drama.
Yeah.
High drama in our episode 3, boys.
This is better than the Florida Panthers playoffs.
Oh my goodness, man! This is because we've got the time limit here. Yeah,
I'm over here jonesing right now.
Yeah, really. We're gonna have to do a little bit of editing, boys.
Yeah.
Edit these 2 videos together.
Who is up for that?
I keep trying to click the upgrade to pro. I'm and nothing's happening, and I'm just all right. It still says remaining meeting time 8 minutes 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Never seen that in my life.
I guess we're gonna have to do some editing in this one, boys.
We can get as far as we can. I mean, we can use this time to talk about the Avalanche. Might as well, right?
Oh yeah. And I mean, once it gets down low, I can either pause the recording or stop the recording, and then we can just record another one. So
seems good. Who knows? Maybe it's been there and we just haven't seen it. I don't believe I've ever seen it.
I don't think I've seen this.
I never seen
it.
But
you guys see the notification I do, when we get so far, it says the moderator has set this thing to unlimited time. Have you got that
right now?
No, I've had it in the past 2 times we use this. It says the moderator has set the remaining time limit to unlimited or something like that.
I'm the moderator. I don't remember doing any of that shit.
I guess we're about to find out in 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, you know what?
All right.
Worst comes to worst, we do some editing. We crop these bad boys together. And
But is it still a podcast if we do that?
I don't know. But you know what? It's fine.
We can clickbait them. It's all right.
Oh, yeah. High intensity drama. Picks, but yeah, you know what, Jess? Here, we'll let you the Avs fan. You go for it. Break down this game for us.
Nice hat.
All right. So wearing the hat. First of all, big win for the Avs, 4-1. Great to see that McKinnon and Brandon Saad came back. McKinnon with 2 big goals, empty netter for the winner, and then another good snipe. Makar with a beautiful snipe to open the scoring.
God.
Yep.
I've been saying this ever since he's came into the league. Absolute stud.
Yeah.
Big stud.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And for the Blues, I think I don't know if you guys saw, but Ryan O'Reilly's tweet on Twitter, he said that they were gonna beat them in this series. I think that motivated the Avs to come out and I wouldn't really say dominate because that's a strong word, but outplay the Blues.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they outplayed
because you look at the shots, the Avs had like 50 shots, and the Blues had like 23 or something like that.
Couldn't have been anything.
I think
so.
I don't think
23. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta say too, pretty physical game. Yeah. Especially at the end of it, Binghamton charging down the
ice. Oh my Jesus! Can you imagine? Bennington's not nervous. He's not nervous.
He's not nervous. He made a wicked save though on Rantanen. Holy
shit.
The Scorpion save they made.
Yeah, I seen that this morning actually when I woke up.
That was mint.
I remember seeing that save when I was watching the game, and I'm like, dude, how did Rantanen not score that?
Bro, right there, I'm like, the Blues are winning this game. As soon as that happened, I was like, the Blues are winning.
That's a momentum shifter right there.
That is a momentum shifter.
I honestly thought they were gonna too. And then let's talk about Ryan Graves diving across the crease with his stick to save it too.
Yes, sir.
I thought for sure the Blues were scoring. I thought for sure the Blues were scoring on that.
As soon as he
got it.
Yeah. As soon as he moved around the net, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, he was behind the net, went to wrap it in. I'm like, that's a goal. And then out of nowhere, I just see Ryan Graves, Superman across the crease.
Yeah. Ryan Graves is from Halifax, isn't he? He's somewhere from Nova Scotia.
He is from Nova Scotia.
I think he's from Yarmouth.
Yarmouth was it? Yarmouth?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I knew it was somewhere in here. Somewhere in Nova Scotia.
Yeah. So what a play by him though.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid game by Binghamton too, as well for Grubauer. Both goal, that was the goaltender's game for sure too. But yeah, I was pretty happy that the Avs won that game. They play game 2 tomorrow, so hopefully they can take that one too.
It'll be good.
I forgot who I had on winning the series. I'm pretty sure I had Avalanche on the series.
You had Avalanche. Yeah. I think you had Avalanche in
like 6 or something. Or I might have did a ballsy 5. I like the different 5s. I like it. Everything's 5
too. I don't know. I know I had the only one that I had in 5 for sure was the Oilers. The Oilers beating the Jets in 5. I don't remember anyone else.
I know I had the Avs in 5.
Avs in 5?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the Blues are pesky though. Everyone talks about how pesky the Islanders are. Bro, the Blues are a weird ass team too. They were bad the whole year, and then they just like started being good at the end of the regular season, which is exactly what happened when they won the Cup a few years ago. They were bad. I mean, they weren't as bad this year as they were 2 years ago. They didn't surmount a huge comeback like they did 2 years ago, but like they were terrible at the start of the year, and then they just kind of steadily came back, and then now they're in the playoffs. And when Bennington, like I said, when Bennington made that save, and then they scored like shortly thereafter, I was like, all right, Blues are winning this game. I'm like, it's meant to be. And then Nathan McKinnon just like ripped any hope that St. Louis had, just ripped it right out of their hand, and he's like, yeah, I'm taking this over.
Yeah.
So he was crazy in that game.
He was pretty nice.
Mac attack, baby.
Mac attack.
Yeah.
Mac attack. I say let's talk about, and Billy, this is gonna break your heart as much as it breaks mine. That overtime, that overtime loss on Pittsburgh. Jesus.
I
hate that.
Matt,
do you know how sickening that is?
Who's in net for them? Was it DeSmith?
No,
Jarry. It was
Jarry couldn't catch anything.
He could not stop a beach ball.
I was like,
the first goal, Paul Mary's shot. that was at the top of the circle. You can't let that beat you. I'm not a goalie, but you can't let that. You were squared right out with that one.
All 3 goals, you can't let the overtime one is the only one that I'm like, okay, maybe that was a perfect shot. But still, he was on his knees, and I'm like, you should not be on your knees there. Dude, the 3 goals that they scored in regulation, look at all of them. They're all glove side. Yeah. 2 of them are over the glove. One of them is under the glove from like well out. I'm like,
Billy's got a lot to say on this one.
Bro, none of them were deflected. They weren't deflected. There were no screens. I mean, the third one maybe was a little bit of a screen. Didn't get deflected anyway, and it went under your glove. What are you doing? So now, game 2 tonight, bro. This is their season. This is essentially a game 7.
Yeah.
If you win, I think Penguins are fine, even though they have to win at least one on Long Island. If they lose, they're done. I think that they're done if they lose.
It's just.
Did you just hear that?
That's you. We live like 5 minutes.
We have less than a minute right now.
We live like 5 minutes from each other, Billy, and we felt the same time.
I just heard it on my side now.
I'm going to shit my pants, and I have to pause this recording. Let's see how this happens because it's less than a minute.
Okay, pause and see what happens.